Hello, everyone. We are live for the Lunch Meet 21 finals. We have Schmid versus Kurtis. Schmid is playing a Midnight Suns list. He's bringing Gwenum, Hela, Red Skull, Master of Hydra, Craven with the rest of his splashes in his squad. And here we go. Here's the list. And they're both on Longshanks. This was a locked event, so we've got Kurtis playing Hellfire. And yeah, it's I mean pretty much the standard thing he's been running for a little while, so nothing too crazy here. So let's get this game going. I'm gonna let them know we're live. Joining me on commentary is the TO of the event, Johnny. How's it going, man?
It's going well. A little sad not to be fighting Schmid here, but here we are.
Yeah, that's right. You Kurtis got you in the semifinals, and in season 20, you and Kurtis were both the finalists of the event. So
Yeah, it's kind of funny that we dodged each other for, as I'm sure a lot of people know, that we're on like a little team thingy. But like,
yes.
I'm surprised that we dodged each other until like the semifinals. It was kind of wild. Longshanks was very nice.
Yeah, that's right. So right away we got the rolls, and Schmid has one priority, probably step one in his key to victory, right? Maybe.
Yes, yeah, he took his extracts, which I think is, or no, he took his secures. That's right. He's red. Yeah.
Hammers and extremists. All
Okay.
right.
Well, that should be interesting. It's like pretty much like the dream scenario for each of them in terms of like which one got which. So, because like Kurtis absolutely loves riots, it's like one of his best scenarios, and
Yes.
then Schmidt is probably gonna be pretty good on hammers. And has a lot of models that can really leverage those and do just absolute buttloads of damage. So,
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Schmid has been playing Convocation a lot. He switched to Midnight Suns, I would imagine, to change things up. Yeah, I think he has a YouTube videos where he has a YouTube channel, so he discusses a lot of his decision making in roster building, and he did have a video on Midnight Suns, so you'd be able to find that. And but yeah, he's mostly been running Convocation. Both of these players are currently still and they're in the top 8 for the TTS league as well, and they might have to play each other in if they are both lucky enough to win their top 8 matches. So
yeah, it should
that's
be that'd be kind of wild if they have to fight each other again next week, but
yeah.
could go deeper than that even. So,
Yeah, that's right. It could it depends on how it goes.
yeah, because this round everyone had to fight a European player
uh
because there
this
was four left. Or
you
no, it
mean
was
a
Central
central
players, right?
central,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Europe has fallen. We've all died. It's very
yeah.
sad.
Yeah, that's right. It's crazy because there's been seasons where Europe just like had like the 3 out of 4 people I think in the finals were like Europeans and things like that. So
Yeah,
yeah, well, it's interesting. TTS League is always fun because there's so many players that play. But these lunch meet games that you run started off at 16 players, but because of the popularity, they now are 32 player events, and a lot of players looking for competitive matches and to test their skills end up signing up. So it's pretty nasty in terms of like you got to bring your A game if you want to make it deep in these events.
yeah, they've just gotten more and more brutal as time has gone on, and yeah, it just shows like this caliber of like Kurtis to be here again and again, and like Schmidt also has been like pretty much X and one or one events now, so it's
Yes.
been kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're definitely both good players. I did mention in my promotion for this match that Kurtis is currently on a 20 game win streak and for ranked matches, and Schmid is on a 14 game ranked win streak, which is like absolutely the fact that they have to play each other now is just like this is like some UFC type shit. Like
It is,
it's
yeah, kind of
crazy
wild,
the
yeah.
fact that they've got 34 games in a row combined undefeated. Damn, that's impressive. It's very impressive.
I know. And here's me, like the other person, just sucking shit and doing poorly. Man,
Oh
last week
yeah,
was
yeah.
brutal for
You
me.
lose
Yeah,
to some of the best players. Oh my gosh, you're in the pits. Yeah.
I know. Terrible, truly.
Yeah, no, the yeah, it's interesting. They will agree to a draw just to spite me. All right. I think if Johnny was in the final, maybe he'd agree to a draw.
Well, so with the whole draw thing, I mean, basically, I had the choice. I can play a game, or I can make a or like take a 2 week vacation, guaranteed locked for avoiding the play-in round.
Yes,
It's like
yes.
it's the difference between making 2 attacks in MCP or just doing a character throw to clear a point. And I did the character
Yeah,
throw.
right. No, we
So
all. Yeah, no, I totally see the logic. It's the getting a break is like is really good because the TTS league, if you make it, I mean, if you make it all the way to the end, you're playing 6 weeks, one break, and then you're playing another 5 to 6 games or like something like that. It's like 11.
potentially 6 games, yeah, if you have to
Yeah.
play like the playing round. So that's like playing 12 weeks in a row, and
Damn,
that's
one break. It doesn't feel like a break. I mean, it feels like it
yeah,
doesn't,
no,
especially in seasons where they decide to run the event like they like I think the season I was in, I made a cut. Instead of having a 1 week break, they just ran the rounds so that you had 2 weeks to play your game instead of
okay,
having a week break and then having everyone jammed into 1 week. So yeah, but either way, yeah, it is a lot,
grueling,
especially
yeah.
if you are like doing anything outside. Like I like to prepare for my games, so um, it's yeah. I don't just like play. It's like not just a 2 hour commitment each week. It's like when I want to win, it's like 10 hours or more.
It's like a part-time job,
I
yeah.
know, I know, I know. It's crazy. So it depends. I don't know. I'd be interested to find out like if people were gonna discuss like how much preparation they were putting into their matches, for anyone that goes deep into the games. And but anyway, that's a whole other beast. But yeah, there we go. They've activated their squad. So let me just give a quick rundown on what they're bringing here. Schmid is bringing Blade, Voodoo, Wong, Iron Fist, and Gwenum. Heroes for Hire, Sacrifice, Brace, Bats, and Siege of Darkness. And we have Emma with Bill, Rhino, Baron Zemo, and Toad. I think these are pretty. There's nothing too surprising here.
Yeah, those feel pretty standard, yeah.
I'm not a Midnight Suns player, so I wasn't sure exactly what to expect. But I mean, this looks pretty reasonable.
There was a potential for like an eye Hulk and stuff, but on riots he just seems so unwieldy and so hard to utilize really well, even with like because you could like walk place bump. I'm pretty sure gets like from point to point, so you'd still have
Yes.
like one extra attack. But it's yeah, it's not ideal. And that's 4 power every turn that you have to like dump into mobility, which
The
yeah, if you have to rotate and stuff and keep up, it can be pretty hard.
Yeah, the you could like the bump allows you to grab two hammers on deployment with iHulk 2. Like that was like one strategy that's gotten me before. But
Okay.
but yeah, I can understand why he wouldn't want to do that. Like um Rhino can just make him drop both of those hammers with enough power, and Hellfire of course is very good at generating power. So that's probably a deterrent for Schmid doing some sort of play like that.
For sure. Yeah. The interesting thing is like with this like stackable kind of like scenario and everything, I'm surprised Kurtis brought Zemo instead of Black Cat. But I guess maybe that's just expecting like mystic attacks and having like somebody who can do fighting instead of just stealing only. So
Yeah,
definitely something to ask him at the end of the game. I'm kind of curious his thought
I
process between
think
the two.
if I had to guess, I'd say that he wants to his Curtis's goal will be to uh, will be to take out Wong and potentially Iron Fist uh, earlier in the game if possible, but Wong more specifically, it would allow him to lose priority and go last early on. I mean, he already is going last, but like can just continue to go last because Midnight
Right.
Suns
Yeah.
are gonna want to also put damage into his team, and so that's that's what he's gonna want to do. That way, he can like use Bill's displacement to to then like go last in a round and like double walk throw someone off a point for like a critical VP swing. But
Exactly. Yeah.
Gwenum, I'm thinking Gwenum against Toad here. Is that that seems pretty good, right? Because if you No, it's tricky because Toad can run away after um
Yeah, so
after you
Gwenum,
do your move. Okay.
yeah, so Gwenum does her movement first, then Toad does his reactive. So what will happen is like even if Gwenum goes base to base, if Toad just moves directly away from her, he'll always be out of range
So he'll be
because
at
it's
even range 3. Like Gwenum has a range 3
even range
attack.
three. Yeah, because it's like the
Base
base is
plus
like an inch and
medium.
a quarter. Yeah, exactly. It's
Mm,
like 6 point like 4 inches. So
right,
it's
right.
basically like always out, which is
That's tricky
kind of
then.
spicy for yeah Toad.
Yeah, she does have a terrain and character throw, size 3, so
Yep.
that
So that
might
can
be a
be
way
a good thing
to.
to soften them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is still a 5 die attack though
I know, I know.
on the first one, so let
Yeah.
Jesus take the wheel a little with that. So
Yeah. Do they all? Every character here has, except for Wong. I guess Wong and Toad. Wong and Toad have 4 dicers, and everyone else has a 5 dice attack here. So it's let's see a lot of tactical decision making with. You won't be able to take people out in one pop unless you get some pretty good dice.
yeah, for sure. With like hammer and stuff too, you'll so with that and like the ability to like always leverage two attacks more often than or like not always, but like more often than not getting to leverage like two attacks with Midnight Suns because of the bump means that their damage output is significantly higher than like a lot of other teams that would have to like just walk attack, right?
Yeah, even on the midline situation here, Voodoo is deployed across from a one of these secures here. Instead of having to double walk like he would in many other teams, he can walk bump and then attack, and that he would be on the secure. So
Exactly, yeah.
yeah,
So
that's
even like
interesting.
turn one, yeah, he can get like extra attacks, and if he starts hitting like the double hit throw, it's a good little an attack all of a sudden.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
right.
omnidirectional too, which makes it even cooler. So you
Oh,
can
the
like kind of throw him
throw!
backwards into
Wow,
your
I never noticed that.
lines and everything.
That
Yeah,
was
it's really silly.
there he
Yeah.
goes. Voodoo is now deployed directly across from the point to utilize that movement. So, all right. So looks like we've got the Midnight Suns deployed fully. We have Gwenum and Wong near the central with Iron Fist on the top flank with Blade and Voodoo on the bottom flank, and then we have Zemo in the middle, Toad, Rhino on the bottom flank. Looks like Bill might be going there too, and then Emma on the top flank trying to counter Iron Fist here. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Toad, I like. What is Kurtis thinking with Toad? Like in this game here, is he thinking of? So one thing that would work under a voodoo that couldn't bump is that voodoo in a single move is actually out of range 3 to attack a Toad who would grab a hammer if he had grabbed like as far away as possible from the other side. Voodoo wouldn't be able to hit him with one attack, but because of the bump he would. So it's like I don't see um maybe I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. All right, but I don't know what the thinking is. I wish I was a better player because then I could know exactly what each player was thinking. But we
Mhm.
have Iron Fist grabbing the top hammer here.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel the best about like Iron Fist going all the way over here and grabbing the hammer. It just feels, yeah, he's definitely in range of Emma. She gets like a free shot at him. He doesn't get like bonus defenses or anything. It's just 3 dice flapping in the wind. So,
Yeah,
although with like the extra power, he could bump back here. Yeah, that looks like exactly what he's doing.
he's gonna concede the point. Ooh, I am. I'm interested. That's interesting.
So Gwenum can always just like double move in, grab it.
Okay. And all right, so um,
Yeah, with the bump, he's actually like pretty safe, but he's
and
giving
he's
up
got
secure.
cover too. He's got cover now too. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
definitely dig that.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it feels like an okay safe grab. Safe, I say in quotation marks. Not quite as safe as other things, but still not bad. I'm surprised Curtis didn't go for the classic have Rhino touching the hammer or Extremist Council just to get the extra power to like have Rhinobbery immediately online.
Yeah.
But I guess like distance and like movement wise, he doesn't quite reach to like one of the side points from there. So maybe that's like part of it. And it's like if he's getting like the power anyways, it doesn't really matter if you get it turn like early turn 1 or on like turn 2. So what the hell is this? He's on the damn
Okay.
motorcycle.
I don't know. You wanna it's this is your event, all right? It's your
I,
you get to
I'm
make
sure
the
they
calls.
discussed it. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. There is it looks good other than like the 3D modeling of it. But anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So is Wong is going to is he grabbing this hammer? Is Wong grabbing the hammer?
No, I think he's gonna probably meditate, give Gwenum a power here. So then
Right,
she can
yes.
bump, grab hammer, walk, and karate chop
Oh,
someone
I love that. Yeah,
instantly and
cool.
be on a point.
Dang, dude,
So
that's a pretty cool little combo there he's got
yeah,
going
that
on.
seems pretty dirty. So and with that too, if Kurtis isn't careful, Gwenum should be able to come and steal the back point as long as she has like a target to attack.
Yeah, because that
Depending
extra.
on
So if you deploy your long mover directly across from the opposite D, there's like a 2 millimeter give. But if you walk perfectly straight, you
yep,
can end up on the opponent's D shape. But the bump from Midnight Suns means you've got a whole 1 inch of more of give, basically of
two
error.
inches,
Yeah,
2 inches in fact,
because of
because you get
the base of
yep,
the character. Yeah,
yeah, because
that's
like the
yeah.
one in the base, yeah,
You're right. You're right. So it's you basically can do it no problem. All right. So and she does she have wall crawler as well?
she
Yeah, she
does,
does. So
yeah,
there we go. Makes it even easier for her.
yep, yeah, it's pretty spicy. Although I guess we'll see where everyone ends up. Currently, uh, I don't know if Curtis will go for it, but Zemo is, as we just discussed, exactly in range of Schmid's hammer there. So
Oh
I
man.
guess you're chancing two spicy attacks from
I don't know.
Gwenum, but you know,
I'd be worried because she gets if she does one attack, she gets the second attack with
right, exactly.
rerolls, and you got priority, so you just get them again. I think it's because of the priority
Yeah, no,
situation. It's just like it would be so risky. I don't think Curtis is a player that would take a risk like that. All right.
yeah, no, for sure, you would not. But
Yes, yes. But it's a good call out for players that leave their home hammer in a spot where the punishment for your opponent to take it wouldn't be too much. Then you are leaving an opportunity open for it to be stolen from you. So it's always important to keep that in mind.
yeah, Brady, he is exactly right. That's kind of what we're talking about with like stealing the backhammer as well. It's also the same spot as extremists, so yeah, you could contest it and go and deny points. But it looks like Zemo might be heading over that way, just kind of overload the point.
So it's giving it's probably I mean it's doing both, right? It's going to give Bill that reroll on attacks, but it's also importantly enough going to give him a reroll when Voodoo probably attacks him because he wants to like Voodoo is trying to get power to probably possess Bill, but like obviously if you do damage to Bill, a spike on him, it helps as well. So
For sure, yeah.
but if you get that reroll defensively from Baron Zemo, it just will make the chances of that happening lower.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I feel like Rhino might be a little like mispositioned, I guess. He can get around
I
pretty
think
quick. But I guess if he's just gonna overload the top, that's still leaving you're kinda not utilizing Rhinobbery as best as you can, but I guess that's probably okay.
so. The question you that Schmid might be asking himself is that does he could go into Zemo here instead, and because if you get that double hit, you can displace Zemo off the point, and
Yeah,
and
he's
it
going
oh
for
he's going into
barely.
build. He's going into build. Okay,
Okay, well,
all right.
sweet.
Pretty good hits. You can't get a reroll on that. Let's see if. All right, two. Yeah, so no rerolls from Zemo there. He gets two defenses into. Takes
So
one, but does he
so you
pay?
steal the power, which is
Oh
kind of fun,
yeah. Yes, we
and
can't
then
reduce.
yeah, and then you slap him for the one there, and then you get a bonus power as well.
Okay, yeah, good call. The sap takes place before Bill gets the opportunity to reduce,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
and
it's pretty
so
spicy.
and so he
But there's
yeah.
still a Hellfire leadership that needs to come out. So like, eh.
It was more important for getting the damage through to gain power for Voodoo
Exactly.
rather than pushing damage through to Daze Bill. But yeah, and he got
I
a
agree.
skull. He
Yeah.
got a skull too. So did Voodoo get all of the power he should
Yeah, he
have?
got
Yeah, he
three
did.
power. Yeah, that's
Because he went
perfect.
down to 0 from bumping. So that's how the math
Yep.
checks out there. Yep. Yep. So an opening you might see with Voodoo is you might see a double attack from Voodoo into Bill or something like that, which would maybe get him enough power to possess and take the hammer away from Bill. So that's something to look at a potential line on round two.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, Kurtis is just selling out. He's just taking that whole last point. That's his. Oh, and he gets the reroll too. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, and I guess the question here is then is where's Gwenum gonna go, and is Emma just gonna come and like basically like leave the fight completely and just go play with Iron Fist, or is she gonna like kind of move up and just and is Curtis then gonna like sacrifice the bottom point?
Yeah,
I
I
guess it's
th-
top for you because I think we're reversed, but that's okay.
I think Emma would get right up in there with Iron Fist.
I think so too. Yeah.
So just to like win that, just to put the game in a spot where he's gonna go up by one VP. I think if that checks out, because Gwenum wherever Gwenum goes, she can't stop both Emma or and Toad from scoring the secure. So one of them will score a secure. So it's really a question of where Schmid is gonna now Schmid, but Schmid has to decide, I guess, where he's gonna put Gwenum.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
looks
gonna.
like
Ooh, he might go. Do you think he concedes that point too? Very interesting. He could tie this point down here.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, you
So
could just go and like pick on Toad as well.
it's it's also good too for Gwenum to be in the mix more because if you attack her,
Yep. Yeah, she has like
you
her
if you
friend
if you
thing.
attack other people around her, she can clap back. So let's see what ultimately he decides to do.
Yeah, I think he's probably gonna go for Zemo. Go be on the middle of the point. Yeah, and then from there you're just in
If you
the
get
whole mix.
if you get two power here from attacking Zemo, you can do your sorry, is it three for the throw? It's three for the
It's
throw.
three for the throw.
So if
Yeah,
you could be in a spot where you can displace Bill off the point and win that point. So I think that's
that's true.
what Schmidt might be looking for here. Let's see
Although
what
you
he
probably
does.
throw Zemo, right?
Or
Just because
one,
like
yes, one of them,
you want
yes.
Bill close by.
Yeah.
Well, we got three. That's not bad.
Yeah, so he's looking at. We got some rerolls coming in for
He got
Zemo.
he hit that two power though. Look at him go.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he wanted.
Oh, he wouldn't he have wanted the third power for the throw, or like, what are you thinking?
Well, sure. Okay, now we're just being greedy, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't put. I mean, I wouldn't put her. I wouldn't put her that close to Toad, but
Oh yeah, this feels risky.
I'd be worried about because like guessing. But I guess you have priority. You do have priority here, so that's like you. I
Yep,
don't think you're
exactly.
gonna get. But yeah, it's tricky. It would be. I think it would be too greedy. I think going to where this point is here and
Yeah, you're completely out
tying
of
the
range of Emma.
points.
There's no like just a free move to tie it. And then yeah, now Curtis gets to make the fun choice.
He's already triggered leadership, so an opening for Schmid could be to take to Daze Zemo, and that would be interesting because then Schmid would lose priority by doing that.
Yeah, but I think Shin's probably okay with that. honestly. Like,
Yeah, there's so many decisions that would happen after that if he opened with Dazing Zemo that like it's hard to know exactly how that would play out. But
yeah. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, he's just taking the points. It just makes sense.
he's moving Emma to range 2 of Iron Fist. Looks like,
Yep.
which would prevent him from receiving cover if she gets to attack him. So, yeah,
Yeah,
just
which definitely a
playing.
big deal. So,
Yeah, just only having 5 dice means that Emma, if she gets gets a little bit of luck her way, not even too much, that could put Iron Fist down and just giving up the this extract to Emma. So, uh,
counterpoint, Iron Fist could just like punch Emma in the face twice and make her fall over because he has two 6-die attacks. So,
that is very very true there. Yeah, that is pretty funny. The
and he also has the ability to like bump literally right back on the point because that's where he was prior. So then
mhm.
he'll be able to like take that. He doesn't even need to use like his worst attack. He can just hit him with like the two 6-die stun hits.
Yeah,
So
definitely can see that. That's true. In my world, I was envisioning Emma gets the opportunity to go first, but let's see if that's let's see how this round plays out. This is round 2,
okay,
so it's 4-3 for Kurtis after round 1.
yep. Looks like Gwenum's going now. Oh, is she going for the Toad assassination run?
Seems like that might be the case. Let's see. Let's see
Yeah,
what. I guess he can decide though. That's the great thing about this play.
that's
So he
true.
bumped
Yeah,
with
it's
Gwenum.
really nice. Yep. Well, that's a
Whoa,
pretty
that's a
spicy hit there.
yeah, that's
Oh,
big. Oh, that's not good
that's Zemo
defense.
in the
Oh
toilets.
no,
Yeah.
oh no.
He did do Sword Daddy, so I guess we'll see.
Okay, all right.
Okay, well, it's a good.
Oh
Okay,
wow,
that worked out well. All right.
wow. That was a pretty good pay on the Master Swordsman there. He blocked
It
all
sure
3 after the
was.
reroll.
Yeah, I think you probably go to the edge of 3 and just finish off Zemo. Maybe, although with the sacrifice, it means things are a little awkward. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think she quite has range to the Extremes Council. It's close, but I think it's just out.
Yeah, I think so. Man,
Which, I
leaving
mean,
Zemo on
you just
1.
do another slap into Toad and then it's all good. That's so sad. She is 1 power short
Of
of being
being
able
able
to
to,
like throw the van at Toad and then go from
and
there.
then attack him. Yeah,
Yeah. But I mean, it forces out Brace, I guess, which isn't terrible to get it early.
yeah. So here we go. Schmid is deciding which target he wants to go after next with Gwenum. Hmm. Well, if he doesn't take out Zemo here, it's gonna be a it's I'm sure it's gonna be a leadership trigger and extremist maybe double heal. That would heal Zemo 3 damage. I think you just have to take out Zemo. That's what I would choose here.
Yeah, I don't think you can let him be
Oh yeah,
alive.
Sack. He does have sacrifice, right? So he's gonna
He
burn out.
does.
So he's gonna burn out Sack here to do that. Maybe. Um,
Maybe. He might save it to because you're not attacking like an extract holder or anything, right? This is just using Sack for a 3-threat model.
yeah,
you know.
he
He's doing it
is. He
though.
is playing it on
Interesting.
Rhino. Here we go. Rhino's taking the hit now.
Yeah, he's probably assuming that with that you can kill Doctor Voodoo with like double Sword Daddy attacks out of Baron Zemo or get pretty close to it.
Yes.
So this is all
So
damage.
he
What are you
can't.
doing?
He doesn't get to do that. Yes. Yes. So I'm glad.
Yeah, he cleared. He knew
Yeah.
it. He was like, oh shit, oh, ignore me. Yeah. So okay, but yeah, 3 damage into Rhino is not hateful. He has 8,000 power now, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Okay. So now she gets to move, and then Rhino gets to aggressive. So let's see. Let's see what that ends up becoming. The
I
Are you
wonder if
worried?
she
Are you
just.
worried about Toad at all? Do you just like move on to that point, or yeah, like
How much? She has 5 power now, so that means she still has enough then for, I guess, brace afterwards.
Toad has 2 power? Yeah, he'd have to spend both
Yeah.
power for brace.
Well, I mean more so for Gwenum, like to have the power. Oh, I do not like this at all.
I don't like how he doesn't have mission objective. He's throwing Zemo into Rhino,
Yep.
which is then gonna be braced for 2 power, 1 power on each of them.
Yep.
Well, you burned sacrifice and brace, so it's like
That's not bad. Gwenum is about to lose her token for free, which is not ideal. But
so you could play siege here. So there it goes. There it goes. Yeah. So that's
all right,
Voodoo
hell
and
yeah.
yeah, so we're going to have all of them play
Oh, and Iron
siege.
Fist as well.
Yeah, that's
Iron Fist doesn't have enough money to do it, so
well yeah, that's right cuz
yeah,
he
he
needs
needs 3.
3 and he
Yeah.
only had 2.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
Kurtis called him on that shit instantly. So
yeah, that's pretty big here. That's this is obviously a game defining an affiliation defining card.
mhm.
So we're gonna see if it in fact pays off. Voodoo into Zemo. Needs 1 damage through, or just even the double hit will get him the throw. And let's see, he gets the double hit. Guaranteed Zemo goes down here. So let's see what the rules end up becoming.
Well, it's after the attack, so he's gonna take the damage, which
Yep.
is better for.
Yes, for Voodoo, he gets the power for that.
Yeah, he gets the 2 power.
Yep.
Or maybe that was who made that attack?
That was Voodoo into Zemo from the tabs. Now
Okay,
this is Blade
gotcha.
into Rhino for probably for the auto bleed. Puts 1 damage through on Rhino with
Ooh,
a
ooh,
bleed.
ooh. That's a pierce dog. That's 2.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Puts him at 5 with a bleed. Dang. Rhino
Yep.
is gonna have to hit those extremist consoles to stay alive. Holy moly, Schmid putting a ton of pressure onto Kurtis's team. Round 2. You love to see it. Hellfire is a very strong affiliation, so they're hard to crack. So it's cool to see a team looking like they're starting strong in accomplishing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so this is kind of interesting. It definitely makes the attacking Rhino attacking into anyone that's not Gwenum there kind of scary because she could pretty easily crack him back. I'm
Yes.
assuming she's going to eat the Rhinobry instantly, and he's not moving at all. He's just kind of fishing here, but who knows?
Yeah, you could even maybe if you do like rob her, you could here. Oh, hold on. Perfect time to pull out the telestrator. All right, let's get this going here. So, this is what I think we might see. We might see Gwenum be thrown with the robbery this way off the point. It puts her probably outside of range 3 of Blade. So maybe you could then attack into Blade, place your Rhino right here in this spot, and or anywhere really. You could then stampede maybe and just start bullying Wong. So this is what I could see Rhino potentially doing. If you do end up attacking Blade because of that, you're most likely outside of 3 of the Gwenum reaction ability. So that's
Yeah,
ultimately what I think that we could see out of a potential Rhino activation here. So anyway, I hope you guys
yeah,
enjoyed that new feature that I've gotten on the stream here.
it's beautiful. I just need to start drawing like penises with it for this
Okay, all
AI.
right. I mean, yes, that joke was made instantly with the people I told about this feature. Yeah.
Very important that you do this.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I was thinking about all this because I am hosting an event along with Merzane with Mojo Ball. It's coming up next month, and yeah. So check out a video on my YouTube channel. It's posted right on my front page of my YouTube channel. And we've got 20 plus players signed up for that. It's single elimination. You're going to get a pretty cool trophy if you win the event. It's a draft type format. So you're going to have a pool of characters that we're going to be included in the draft. And we're going to cull out of the crappy characters that would be lame to play. And we're going to cull out a few of the characters that would be absolutely dumb as crap to have to play against. So it's going to be a fun, chaotic event, and we're going to see who takes it. We have a lot of TTS support in the background, thanks to Carl, Shadow Marvel, and Merzane all doing things like creating some custom maps and making the ability to play Mojo Ball as seamless as possible. So it's going to be very fun. Please sign up. I'd love to. The dream would be 32 players, but we're already at 22, and we've already hit our goal of 16, which was like the goal, the initial goal. So just like the more people that play, the more chaotic it's going to be, and I'm hoping more people sign up. So anyway, that's my little promo for Mojo Ball next month.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. I might have to look at the rules and give it a whirl.
That's pretty cool. The trophy is going to look sick. I'm hoping to have that all a picture of it online to drive a couple more signups in a week or so. That's my
Oh, perfect.
goal. All right. So it looks like we had Rhino. He did the aggressive. Thank you, Kurtis, for taking forever on that too, so I could get my entire promo out.
It was perfect.
Yeah. No.
This feels like a pretty important thing. I'm surprised he didn't be within one of Rhinovery range. I guess maybe he's,
He's
yeah, I
scared.
don't know. Scared. He's gonna just
I
go steal
think
it from Iron
I
Fist
was
now.
just gonna.
That's his plan.
Yeah. Maybe that's very
Uh,
interesting. So
long move or like medium and then short. Probably gets you within one of Iron Fist.
I think it's
You
safe to
grab it.
say that Rhino can pretty much get anywhere he wants to, as long as he's like on the inside of the secure zones. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
not like off on the board edge. He can pretty much get anywhere he wants most of the time. We have a terrain throw from Rhino. He threw the Punisher van, and he's throwing it into Gwenum, who has 2 power, and so she could spend both of those to brace. If she does, she can no longer clap back. Schmid's
Yeah.
rolling. I think that's a good
Yeah, I
call.
think. I mean, you have 4 dice plus spider senses. I think you just
Oh yeah, spider
take the
senses.
3 hits
There
all
it
day,
is. There
or
it
like the 4
is.
damage all day. All
Yeah.
right. Well, none for her.
Dang, look at that. Gwenum, wow. So she rolled the crit in and then got another block and then rolled the double. The spider
Uh
sense got
huh.
another one.
Yeah.
So she went from 2 on the initial roll all the way up to 4. You'll love to
Yep.
see their character kits doing what they are designed to do.
I know. It's truly beautiful. Okay.
Okay.
Well, he's aborting. He's aborting mission. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna. He had 10 power, right? So he can do everything he wants to do this turn.
Yep.
Because he can do. It costs him 6 power to do everything on his card, and it costs him 3 more power to play robbery and a pick up 1 extract. So that's a total of 9 power. It means like if he has 10 power, he can do everything in his turn. Let's see what he's attacking Iron Fist here,
He is.
who's got cover
Uh,
and blanks. Big
solid
hit.
roll. But okay. Sure. Block 3. Whatever. Oh no. The 2 damage. Who cares?
Yes,
There's
Iron Fist.
consoles.
Iron Fist. Yes, exactly. Iron Fist takes 2, and we're gonna see a robbery here almost certainly. And the
Yeah.
last point will be played to heal on the extremist while and take a bleed damage after that.
Yeah. It feels pretty good. And then leadership will also trigger 2, so Rhino will be at 3 damage. Perfect.
Yes, yep. And this also
Yeah.
prevents Iron Fist from being able to clap back with a 6 dice attack. He's gonna looking probably at a jump kick, right? Like eventually, but Kurtis is throwing Iron Fist into a position where he'll also be in range of Emma, which kind of forces him to make a decision pretty quickly with Iron Fist if he wants to uh, go into Rhino here or like maybe retreat back and get healing from Wong or the extremist point. So yeah, so it puts Iron Fist in a tough spot right now, right after the robbery.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting. You can like also just burn an activation 2 with Wong. He can just like flop over, but then that gives Rhino like more chances to heal with Emma, just pumping him. So it'll be interesting. You also have a million power on Voodoo now, and just clowning on Beta Ray Bill doesn't feel hateful either.
Yeah.
So yeah, that might just be the move. because you can steal his stuff, and then attack him. Probably pick up hammer, attack him, and then depending on where he goes, you can then bump and walk away. And the point is at least tied at the very minimum. And you've swapped hammers, and like your hammers are coalesced like on better, more important models. Like Rhino, great hammer holder, but I feel like Gwenum and Voodoo do a lot more
Yeah, that I
than just
can.
like an extra raw 5 die up to 6 die attack versus like 5 to 6 die attacks that have really good triggers.
Yeah, there we go. The possession
Yeah,
goes
so
out,
yeah, perfect.
and so are you thinking you just? I mean, I'm thinking double
Yeah,
tap Bill here. Like he's thinking.
I think you single tap him, see where you get, and if it like plays out well, you Oh, he's hit him with a Staphyligma. It looks like.
Oh, he did, but he didn't get any wilds. That would have been absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
But
He
Bill
still got
rolls
3
nothing.
damage
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
So
Man,
yeah,
you're halfway there with one attack. I mean, it's
yep.
double wild means a throw into the little vehicle thing, the little moped. So that moped will be gone because it's a size 1 and Bill is a size 2. I think that's what happened. That moped should be gone, but let's see what happens next.
Well, that's not
Ooh,
great.
he
That's
spent.
great.
He spent for another spender, and it just whiffed completely. And
Well,
Bill
that was
whiffed
just
as
his
well.
regular attack
Oh,
this
okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah,
So,
the first one was a spender. This was a regular one, but
um,
yeah, that's fine. I assume Voodoo healed one already. Yeah, and he just sits
shouldn't
there.
Voodoo
Whatever.
have gained? Oh no, he paid to reduce, so he gained 1 power here. He gained 1 power because of the skull. So I'm not seeing
Yeah,
him
he gained
gain.
1 power. He just used it to heal a damage. He just shortcutted
Oh,
it.
okay, gotcha. Man, shortcutting. All right,
Yeah,
I'm not a fan as someone who streams a lot of games.
for
Uh,
sure. How dare these players who are talking the game short
I know, I
things?
know, I know. Exactly. They should communicate all of their things to me.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So Voodoo is done, and now let's see. We have Emma, Bill, and Toad to go. Toad is. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't just keep Toad on that point. A 2 threat scoring 2 VPs each round is very strong. It's very good.
It is.
Yeah, Gwenna.
Yeah, so the Iron Fist almost feels like a bait here from Schmid. Like if he gets
Mmm.
attacked by Emma, you just like then give up. Well, you give back priority then,
Yes, and that
and
sets up
I'm,
the
I'm
KO on Zemo most
yeah,
likely.
Zemo just gets absolutely like murdered, which is pretty sweet.
Yep, and if you do take out Iron Fist, and you don't, if you like some don't take him out next round, he's got that. He's got his spender that he might be able to do to you, like if you're not careful about it. So, which is could be a big, could do a
Yeah,
lot,
because
right?
he'll
So,
take 9 damage. So if he gets dazed here, he'll be at 9 power then, because it'll be 3 from the daze and then 2 from the start. So
right,
that's enough to bump
bump.
and then do the
Yep,
Iron Fist,
his
right? So you can
range
like
2 Iron
bump,
Fist. Yeah.
yeah, flying kick and then Iron Fist,
Oh
which
yes, yep.
feels pretty good.
That would
So
feel pretty good. Auto activation token. Yeah. Yeah, that's an option that Schmid
yep,
is basically threatening. Yeah, I like what you said about the fact that he didn't immediately go with Iron Fist because it was as the bait as like bait.
yep.
Very smart, I think. So
And if he survives too, you have Wong there, who I'm pretty sure is within 3 or bump, meditate, heal Iron Fist too. So you can just like juice him up even further as he like dives back in and goes to fight. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, Garrett in the chat mentioning he's out of range to be heroes for hired. So that's something. That's something to call out as well. He is. He's not. That card is not currently going to be used based on the current board state, but we'll see how things go. Bill looks like Bill just threw Blade out of the way. He who hasn't
yeah,
activated yet to give him a pretty crappy activation, and then he just rotated Bill, and it's
yep.
probably he's doing an
Just
extremist
continue to
heal.
play on his cell phone. Yeah,
Yeah. And Toad, I'm sure, will probably use one of his powers to be able to heal Bill and put him back to full health. So look at that,
yeah,
Bill. Bill took
probably.
three
Yep.
damage and by the end of that round, he'll have 0 damage on him. What a game! What?
So Sweepy, fun thing. You can't play heroes for hire against Emma
Oh yeah,
for
that's right.
Emma reasons. So he might not do it on himself because Emma's the only one who's really like left to attack him there.
Yeah.
So now that you have your hammers, they're like kind of on important models, and they're just kind of abandoned on like the top point with Zemo. What point do you start like rotating down? Because you need to at least get 1 point back here to like kind of create parity again for like the score. Because it's still like 2-2 and then 2-2, and currently Kurtis is up a point. So if you
Yeah,
just
that's
split
right.
4-4 for forever, Kurtis will end up winning 16-15. So, and it looks like he's going for Operation Bunker. So
Yes, yeah, that's right. He is.
the classic Kurtis. He has his 1 point lead. He's just going for it.
Yeah, so wouldn't be surprised to see Zemo double move his way over there, maybe as like an opening activation or something
Yep.
crazy like that. And then if he's going last each round, it would put Bill in a spot to just like be the one that's pushing into the enemy team and disrupting them. But like, and Rhino, of course, he could. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Do you think he would at any point in time give Toad a second hammer with Finders Keepers,
Potential, yeah. I think that's like a totally fine play.
and then he could send Rhino out there to disrupt and slow down the other team as well. So you wouldn't want to do that when Rhino has taken half his damage and is holding an extract. It'd be
Yep.
you'd be kind of giving Schmid a VP there. All right, so Blade is looking like he's going to
Yeah,
start
he's
chasing.
just got to hoof it, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, just like conveniently out of that range, which is fine.
Yeah, Midnight Suns are really good because they can stay out of range, and but then like and not have to waste like they can stay barely out of range of the enemy attacks, and then they can use their bump in the night leadership
Yep.
to then all of a sudden they're in 2-tap range when uh and your team couldn't attack them without having to spend move actions or maybe even get off of secures to do that. And so it's very rewards positioning. It also it rewards good positioning, but it of course also corrects bad positioning. So there's lots of great ways to use the leadership, and yeah, I think a lot of people that talk about Midnight Suns as an affiliation, they say that like Blade is he's good in some matchups, he's bad in others. It just sucks that you have to bring him every time if you want to get the leadership.
Yeah, for sure. I see Blade a lot like Emma.
Yeah,
Like, just because they're both like these models that, like, if they're utilized well, they can really, like, kind of like tip the scales. And, like, Blade has, like, a pretty strong kit. If he can, like, ever get cooking and get, like, some power, him being able to just, like, Knight of the Dampier, like, pretty consistently, it just means that he can be everywhere. And he's getting, like, so much action compression. Whereas,
yes.
like, Emma's, like, similarly, where if she's, like, in a spot where she can just, like, be a turret and, like, just unload on people, it's just nasty, and it feels really good.
Yeah, that's very fair. We'll look at
Oh
that.
wow,
Emma gets her
and
hit wild 4, and there it goes. Iron. Oh, hold on. Iron Fist healed from
no,
Wong,
he got wanged. Yeah,
but Emma does get to bring him in. She now has a power for the spender.
no,
So
she's just going straight away.
okay, so she's yeah,
Yeah,
she's
because you don't want to give up priority here. You want to kind of like keep it for next turn because it lets Zemo then just assassinate Voodoo or try to
yeah.
anyways. So yeah, and then
Voodoo.
Emma uses her power, heals Rhino, which is just so dirty.
That's right. It is gross. The
Yeah, and then she just walks away. End of the point. So
Voodoo still has possessed. Who has he possessed? He possessed Bill,
yeah,
and he hasn't recalled it that I am aware of. So he
no,
couldn't have because he has to be attacked to recall it. So Zemo is going to get if he wants to open with an attack here, Zemo is going to be able to attack Voodoo with um Voodoo with low defenses. He's got it. They got it out there.
oh,
It doesn't show
okay.
up on the overlay.
Okay, well, how? Okay, there. All right.
Curtis
Curtis is
trolled you a
on
little
me.
bit by
Yeah. Just ping it 47 times. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I can barely see that.
I know.
I think
It's
it's
like,
like barely on your thing too, so I don't feel bad about that at
yeah,
all.
yeah. No, I didn't notice it either. So, okay. So Iron Fist looks like he moved and jump kicked, gained his auto power, and he pushed through no
Nothing.
damage. Yep, because he rolled 3 into 3 blocks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he punched Rhino there based on the 3 defense dice, so.
Well, he's setting up. He's now in the mix to be able to spend, or he's gonna. He did heal on the extremis as well as the end of at the end of his
Yep.
turn. So
Smart.
that's the round. He is scoring. They're both scoring 2 secures and 2 hammers. So it's 8-7 for Curtis here.
Yep, that's exactly what Curtis wants, so we're gonna see how this plays out.
Yeah, the siege turn was really good, but like inevitably, like looking at the health healing and all that, it's like a lot of that work was undone over the course of the rest of the round, other than Zemo flipping. So, um, yeah, let's see if what Curtis does with Zemo this round, but I would suspect a um a move spender and then another move to get him to all the way to the other side of the map and somewhat protected. There's the Iron
Yeah,
Fist is there though,
move,
kind of to
charge
mess people
spender.
up, but hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Curtis
currently
has
with like
Curtis
how
has.
the yeah, it's kind of rough because currently like the way the map is like set up, there's not really anything for like Gwenum to like bounce off of and like double move. She's still gonna like be required to move if she wants to go like anywhere. Because I'm assuming Zemo's getting the fuck out of there. I'd be shocked if he sits there, but maybe okay. I guess Curtis feels it's like more important to like just take out Iron Fist and just sacrificing Zemo here.
Interesting, because Iron Fist isn't injured, so you're just taking out an activation versus an entire character.
Yeah.
And you're gonna prevent yourself from getting last activation for the rest of the game, maybe. Wow, look at that damage through on Iron Fist. So the question is, who takes out Zemo here? They both have hammers. We have Voodoo and Gwenum. That you got to think that that's like the immediate response, right?
For sure, yeah.
You have another heal go off on Rhino, so he's
Yep.
basically gonna be full health by the time he activates, like almost certainly.
Yeah.
And there's a
Oh, don't
leadership. Oh,
worry.
leadership.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, look at that. All his characters are now back to full health, except for yeah. Even, I mean, Zemo flipped, so
Uh huh. Yeah, Hellfire is a fair and balanced team,
yeah,
guys.
it's
I'm
crazy.
just
Here we go. We're gonna see Gwenum do the thing. Um,
yeah. Is her throw medium?
I'm
Right?
surprised he didn't. Could he? Do you think he could have bumped out of range too? But probably not. But um, it would have prevented Master Swordsman. Her throw is range 2, medium throw. We've got
Yeah.
4 successes into 1. Curtis has got all his rerolls to do. And yeah, so let's see what happens here.
Okay. So you poke through two. Yeah. So I wonder if Schmid sees it or not. But that taco truck there is with the long move, you can easily like. Because you'll get 2 more power
So
off of
he's
this. Yeah.
moved
So you'd have
outside of
enough
2
power.
this time. He's moved outside of 2 with Gwenum here.
Yep.
Look at that. You saw his hand go on the truck.
He's like,
Uh,
ah, damn, I should have went and got for that. Yeah. But the car is here as well, and like a size 3 piece of train isn't hateful, so or size 2 for like 3 damage. Yeah.
yeah. Let's
You could
see what
also just throw a statue as well.
he does here, because if he puts Zemo at 1 health, you just throw Zemo, right? So let's see what
Potentially, yeah.
gets. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So you just get
Well,
him.
never mind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right, Gwenum, doing
You
work
get
here.
yeah, you get your 2 rerolls as well. Okay, well that's a dead Zemo.
What does Gwenum get 2 rerolls for?
Because she attacked the same model twice with a
She gets all her
symbiote
rerolls.
spider
Yes,
technique.
yes,
Yeah.
of course. Yep. Her builder gets the extra rerolls on that.
Yep.
Double tap. Yes. Yep. Wow, big play for Gwenum here. Um, all
Yeah, I
right, what do
don't.
you?
Yeah, I don't know how much I like this.
Yeah, I don't like putting her near Bill. Um,
Yeah,
that
not near
seems
Bill. I
that
think if you
seems
go like,
unnecessary.
yeah, if you go like back on your extremist point, like next to Wong, I think that feels pretty good. And then it lets her like bump place and then attack again next turn and like kind of get into range.
I think that Schmid is like he just I guess he's confident his Gwenum isn't going to be attacked by Bill and wouldn't want Bill to like move, throw Gwenum like out of into the middle of nowhere, and then do that again. Like I guess he's trying to get. Oh, there we go.
He's
He's
just gonna
throwing.
stagger him, which I think is just fine.
Yeah. Now Bill can't disrupt Voodoo at all, or
Right,
I
that
don't think he
too.
has the range for that. So that's something that's pretty important. The Voodoo having is a 4 threat, and him having only getting 2 points around and standing on there is like it's pretty inefficient. So let's see. The question is going to be like, will he rotate Voodoo? Um,
I think so. I
yeah,
think Voodoo is. Yeah, I think Voodoo is like gonna double move to either of the extremist consoles, and then next turn he should have then enough power to like walk, place, and then, or like just walk and then like throw out an attack and possess Toad if Toad doesn't get the hell out of there, or like Rhino as well too. He just needs one more power at that point, so it feels pretty decent. You could also have like Wong rotate back to the top point too, and then like you can just have Wong sitting back there getting you a point a turn, which seems fine. It seems like Wong has done like a good job so far. And like give another power to like Blade and then run away.
yeah.
Or if you feel like you need Wong, you can just like kind of have him come along as well. So
So Toad's looking for a push on Gwenum here
yeah, it's
with the
looking that
wild.
way.
He also has enough power to be able to place himself within 2 with the hop.
Yep.
So he could decide to hop. I don't think you would want to hop towards Voodoo because he can possess and make you drop your hammer.
Exactly. Yeah. He's not going
So
that way.
yeah. So let's see. We've got Gwenum being attacked. Oh, dude, look at that roll. How did he roll that many? Oh, he was the hammer. That's right.
Yeah.
Toad with the hammer. Rolling 5 dice. Oh, dude, six
Okay.
successes with 5 dice.
Well, I guess Gwenum just randomly takes 4. That's cool.
That's crazy, man. Bill has that 6 dice attack. That's energy. I feel like Gwenum is like super vulnerable. Like, oh my gosh, he just rolls 6 on 5. That's kind of crazy. Holy moly!
Yeah, I don't know quite what the range on Wong is, but he can double move, bump, and healer 1 and get on that point. So that's a potential.
Yep. What do you think we're seeing this the purpose here of this
It's to set up
mission
mission objective.
objective? Yeah.
Yeah, off of Toad. And Toad
So
has infinite power now, so it's
okay.
not even like a risky thing. Because if he had failed that attack, he would not have had enough money then for. Or Toad
Ooh.
started with 4 power, right?
He had 4, I think.
Okay, so never mind. He has enough then. But I guess if he like makes the attack and then he fails to deal damage, spending he doesn't have enough power for the place then, because the mission objective will cost 3,
Right, right.
and it means you are pretty like vulnerable to voodoo to like double walk possess. And I'm pretty sure he was close in range with where he was, so
You could just you could just Wong move up, bump just in range, or and then move
yeah,
back onto
walk,
the point you're
bump, and
on.
then heal 2
Yeah, and then just walk
for
back out of the
Gwenum.
point, and then you're good to go on that. But yeah,
Well, the
exactly.
healing takes an action, but
Oh, so you're stuck. You're stuck there.
yeah, you're in the middle. But like, I mean, keeping Gwenum up feels kind of important.
Yes,
So
I agree. If you get behind on extracts here, it would be really bad.
yeah, but Toad is a little vulnerable, all things considered. So
Yeah. And let's see here. Yeah, Kurtis. Should Smidge? It's Schmid's turn to go here. Kurtis
It
went with
is,
Toad,
yeah.
so yeah, he's got Schmid currently has last activation this round. So we'll see if he ends up getting it and how he utilizes it. Okay, look at that. He's rotating Wong to be.
Oh, man. He's really banking on Gwenum surviving there.
Yeah, 2 health. Fair, seems.
Oh, and you give the power to. I love it.
Okay, so he gave the part of Voodoo so he can possess
Yep,
Toad and pick up the piece, or at least threaten that. Um,
exactly, yeah.
so, man, I mean, it still seems pretty obvious here to go with Bill. I think to go with Bill here. Um, and try to take out Gwen and pick up that hammer. I think it's a matter of just doing the spender, but a 6 dice spender. But I don't know. Maybe I'm unsure. That range 5 tool um, is like a
That's walk
medium.
bump.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a. Oh, is that what a walk bump is?
that's exactly what a walk bump is. You're like off by, I think, 16 millimeters, but
Right.
walk bump, yeah. Although it might be like slightly further than 5 now that they like filled in the center of the medium tool. So I don't
Right.
know what the exact measurement is. I'm gonna have to reinvestigate that.
All right. Well, Bill and Rhino to both go here. I think that he does not want to put Rhino next to Blade because Blade has the potential of one rounding Rhino with a little bit of dice, and you got Bats the Ghost Hound to like maybe guarantee it if you're just a damage short.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so it's it'd be pretty scary to do that, but let's see what else is there to do. I mean, that's why going into Gwenum here seems like it tracks logically.
Yeah,
You
North
can
Horse has enough power
you
to.
can always throw her away if you don't get what you want. So maybe you move Builder and then throw her away.
Yeah, the 5 die attack into like 4 with double reroll doesn't feel the best, but what are you gonna do, I
Yeah,
guess?
so that's probably why maybe that's why Schmid was like I'm willing to risk it, or I'm like I need to
Yeah,
risk this to win the game. Um, because the rerolls on defense might save him. I mean,
exactly, yeah.
Kurtis just rolled 6 on 5. Like it's like you got to give Schmidt's got to count on rolling effectively 6 dice defense to.
Yeah, block at least a couple points, so
Yeah.
we'll see though.
All right. Does he go for an attack or does he just do the throw? He's doing okay. So he's not
He's
going
the lightning
to.
bolton.
He's not going to do the builder. He's going to do the spender here, 6 dice. So if he doesn't get him here, oh, he's
He's
reconsidering. He's just doing
yeah,
an attack. 5. So he's
yeah. He
doing the
just
builder.
wants.
He wants
Yeah,
to
he just
guarantee
wants
the
the
throw,
money.
have the throw
Yeah.
still. Yep. Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Well,
It's
currently
not enough yet,
alive.
but let's see what happens.
Okay. Well, so much for dealing damage.
There's look at that 4. They get 4 this time, so she's stunned, but she's took
Has a
0
million power
damage.
already. Who cares?
Yep. Now do you throw her towards Rhino or do you throw her away
No,
from the
you
team?
just get her the hell out of there. He's a
I'm
menace to
surprised
society.
she'd even put her within range 3 of Toad, or like why wouldn't you just like throw way as far away from Toad as possible?
Yeah.
All
Well, it
right.
doesn't matter how. Like,
Oh, that's
even if
right.
she throws like directly away, the bump should put her in a spot where she can probably just attack Toad anyways.
Yeah.
But Toad can always just get away if he survives to attack. So
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Now, does she take this next point of damage, or does
that's
she
a great
brace
question.
it? Man, oh, she takes the damage. Ooh, there we go. Schmid living
Yeah,
dangerously. But yeah, I mean, I guess
there's like not like any other. There might be one other attack
you
on her if
he's
Rhino like kind of goes all in.
yeah. I can see Schmid's probably just holding the brace to save an activation, probably, and that wasn't obviously doing that, so he held on to it.
Yeah, yeah. Giving up the 1 point is what it like doesn't really make a difference because it's still going to be like still require some sort of like act, not like an action, but like like a game move into like her to like put her down. And dealing 1 and 2 damage is pretty likely for most things. And it's like not that big of a mat swing, so. This is kind of nice with Blade though, because Blade can like kind of bump and then walk bump and then maybe hit Toad with like his glaives and pray that you get the single hit for the pursuit trigger and get some like free chip damage.
Yeah, I can see that. Nothing too crazy. Blade's not. He's just been chasing all game basically. So, um, has he has he made a single attack yet? No, Blade has not attacked anyone yet.
That's not true. He made an attack on
Oh
the
yeah,
Siege of
siege. The
Darkness turn.
siege. Yes, you're right. You're right. He's
That's right.
sieged into Rhino.
That's how
Yeah.
efficient Blade is. He has to play a tactics card to make an attack, and that's the only attack he
Also,
gets to make.
he did what 3 damage to Rhino, which is now completely gone. So,
Uh huh. Yeah, it only gave Rhino 4 power.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. So Schmid's tactic cards are so good, he's giving the enemy team power.
That's right.
All right. Well, lots of these guys are playing really carefully here. They both really want to get this win. They're making sure they're making the right moves.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a good choice. So,
Yes.
yeah, I wonder if he's saving Blade. It looks like maybe just like force out Rhino, see what you can get out of him, and then Blade could like potentially like rotate down to Emma or over there. Although I don't know if you want to attack Emma, right? She's like Diamond Mind. Is that a thing? No, that's
Oh,
not it.
you got
It's
five
her
dice
psychic
cunning blanks or
immunity.
something, right? Or four
Yeah,
dice.
it's in like Diamond form.
Yes.
Yeah, you get like 4 dice
Would he
counting
would he
blanks.
transform for a blade?
Ah,
He's already getting four, right? You're getting five of blanks already.
ah. I don't know. Maybe, probably not.
It depends if you want. What do you want out of Emma this round? Because like if you think
Yeah,
she's gonna have a dead activation anyway, maybe you do just transform.
yeah,
I mean, also extremist heals you, so it's like even if you do take a damage on Emma here, it's like you just gave me free, or you just it didn't the power you spend is kind of negated. It's not a big deal. Um, yeah, yeah, Emma probably wouldn't need to transform. I agree. All right, do we have commitment from Schmid's side here?
looks like he's just gonna go. He's making a move action.
It looks like it.
Uh, but it is the question: does he chance it all on one crazy 4 die attack to hit a hit? It's like a 77%er, so it's
Right,
like
right. He
decently like good to trigger. But if it doesn't, I think Schmid is really in a hole.
so he wants to get Blade on the point here. Um,
Yeah, so he moved once, and I think he's
I
just
think you just move again.
yeah. You also then get to protect Gwenum too, which I feel is pretty sick. So
Yeah, the move is definitely I think the right call here.
yeah, me too.
Um, yeah, because if you just like you put yourself in such a bad spot if you don't get the trigger. That's like
Right.
ooh, that would be.
96. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. No, you're like stranded in the ocean, and it feels bad then. Gwenum was just out of 2 of the point. Krunstall.
Blade's glaive edge buff was so sick. It's still not worth using from Mike in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. We've got the. You guys can see we've got the attack action counter on my screen here for Blade's all of Blade's attack actions he's taken this game. So we'll continue to add to that as the game progresses. It's in the bottom left-hand corner, in case you didn't notice it.
I'm looking at the stream. I don't see it. And you're full of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Yeah.
made one. You need to put
No,
something
no,
on
no.
there.
I said attack actions. I said attack
Oh,
actions.
okay,
Okay.
fine. All right, your weasel words have absolved you.
Okay. So we've got Rhino left to go and Voodoo left to go, both on opposite ends of the board. So this is definitely a position heavy situation here. So if Rhino goes on to like whatever point Rhino goes on, Schmid's just gonna look to counter that point with the placement, probably to tie, or he could choose to go to the opposite side to win points. Either way, where unless Rhino spikes super heavily here, we're almost certainly going to see another tied round. You could see. Do you think he goes into Gwenna? Maybe does he have the range to go into Gwenna, which would be, of course, pretty big. But then you'd see Sacrifice come out. So I think this is where if he can burn Sacrifice, he's going to try to with Rhino.
I think you got her. Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes.
Or do you just let her take it? Because she's eating hot dogs, so she does get the cover for that, it looks like. Because with her
I don't
being
know,
like,
man. It's
because she's
close.
base to base with her or whatever, so that means like that parts that's touching base to base is like, oh yeah, it is close. I don't know.
I think because like if you
Yeah, I think it might not pass it. Yeah, but it looks like he's sacking the blade
yeah, I'm
anyways.
seeing just
So
like the angle here of the line. So it's like Rhino's in a spot where he is outside of the parallel line of the hot dog truck, which means
yeah,
that like you're gonna see the full base here, and you're not gonna get cover out of that. So that's uh that's what I think we're seeing here.
okay.
So
So just crank blade for 4 damage. That's fine. Totally reasonable. Oh, he's measuring off the point. I think he's just checking. Yeah, he's gonna come over here though. So Gwenum has a trigger. This is exciting.
all right, yeah, the sacrifice causes the trigger to be able to go off here.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, very cool. Very cool little bit of synergy with the Tacticard and her.
Yep. Unfortunately, she doesn't get the a move at all, but
Yes. Yes, because it has to be this during its activation.
however, she is
right?
using her spender though, which is kind of
Oh
sick.
wow, that gonna get the healing maybe. Oh look at that
Potentially, yeah.
roll, and he gets
Uh-huh,
damage,
6
splash
hits. All
damage.
right. Sure.
Holy moly! That's
Well,
rampage trigger
I
goes off. One character within three. They all take damage.
uh-huh.
Oh, Rhino!
And Gwenum now is magically on 1 power or 1
One
damage.
health. Wow, wow, wow. That
uh,
was a really cool combo there.
how you like that, Rhino? Does it feel good?
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
I'm getting. Yeah, and like the leadership already went off this turn, so like that feels pretty okay to get like sticky damage.
Yeah, that was oh man, I'm digging that really cool combo there. That was huge for the momentum. Blade did take 4 damage though, which was something that is
Yep,
very that's a
sure
big
did.
deal.
Looks like
He's
Gwenum's eating hot dogs. Okay, that's yeah. You just eat this all day, every day.
yeah, all right, so
Yeah, yeah. 6 defense dice.
6 yeah.
Okay, well, off to a bad start. Schmid, no. Okay, well, she had a couple hot dogs.
Couple to Okay, so now do we see Voodoo? The question is, do we see Voodoo double move to slow down the game and tie the VPs here, or do we see
Almost
him move?
assuredly.
Yeah, he
Yeah, no,
gets in the
you.
action. I agree.
Well, you come in and then you force
You
mission
force mission
objective
objective
outright
right away.
here.
Right
Yeah.
away. The problem is if you force that here. Now I get why you would, because then Toad's doing basically nothing as a 2 threat, like or like that's what it's setting up. But you also lose your defenses on Voodoo, so
Against who?
against like I mean like if you Rhino could attack Voodoo with only 2 defense dice, then all of a sudden where he was
Yeah,
rolling
but there's
4.
a turn bridge where Voodoo can just bring it back, right?
No, no, that's gone now. So he can't.
Oh, okay. He can't bring it back. Weird. All right.
So, so do you? The question might be here. Schmid might get risky here, right? He might attack Rhino, but I think that if you
Is
do
Rhino
that,
within 3 right here?
I don't know. I'd have to double check. I thought I saw the tool go out earlier, but either way, if you do this and it doesn't work, you lose. You go down 2 VPs. I think you just have to stick voodoo on the points, and um, hmm, it's tough. Got to risk it for the biscuit. Cole is saying in the chat here, but man, it's just tough because
Well,
like,
so it's interesting because you're not going to be picking up the hammer anyways. You already have the voodoo token out, or Brother Daniel out. So like, if he goes and just
oh
forces the mission objective off of Toad, he then has like 1 extra power to heal, and
dude,
you can heal
should
Blade
Voodoo have
then.
gone earlier then? Because he set up mission objective, but Bill couldn't have picked up the piece.
Well, you just put it on the model. It doesn't,
Um.
because Toad gets
Oh
stripped,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
you
my
just
bad.
put it
I'm
right
thinking. I'm
on the
thinking.
model.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. My bad. Yeah. Okay. I'm messing up the how the sequencing works. Okay. Um. All right. Mike's suggesting you burn mission objective here for the superpower. So that seems.
I think. Oh, I think Schmid is just going for the attack. He's a spicy boy here, I think.
Upside is big, but also like, man, I got the. I got
Uh,
the. You're saying I have the. Oh, I do. Thanks. Thanks. There they go. If I click, no,
yeah,
no.
I don't think. Yeah, moving doesn't do enough, or like the attack, because it ends up being the same thing, but you're just risking a failure state, especially into like Rhino with like Tough Hide. Your chances of dealing the 3 damage that you need are super low.
Yeah. The yeah. So let's see. We have a double move here. That's the end of the round. They both score
Uh,
3 VPs then, right? They score one
oh,
secure, two
he's
hammers.
Voodoo still has some shit to think
Okay, okay, yeah,
about.
that's fair. He can
Yeah,
still possess.
there's possession potentially.
And he's spending 1 power to
Yeah,
heal, and
yep,
he's
planting
not
a cell
possessing.
phone.
He's not possessing here.
Interesting. I feel like you burn it.
All right. Yeah. So we have 11-10 for Kurtis. By slowing the game down here, it does mean that uh, we're probably going to round 5 unless
Which,
Kurtis
yeah,
can swing some points in his favor here, more than he's received so far in the game. So yeah, yeah. This teleprompter is new to me, guys. All right, I literally just installed it like an hour, 2 hours before the game. So if I make any mistakes, then I appreciate. Um, yeah. Okay.
yeah. So this is kind of interesting. Like, who do you go with here?
I
Like,
think you have to go into Gwenum, right? I think you just go. My guess is you go into. You go with
huh.
Rhino into Gwenum.
Yeah, no, it's not an easy choice because if you do that, then Emma's gonna get like absolutely smoked by Iron Fist, and he just like takes this bottom point pretty easily. I
Yeah, he is
mean,
injured though,
you
so
Iron Fist also probably has the jets to walk, hop, and then do like the fist into Bill or Toad potentially. I don't know what like the
yeah.
exact range is. I can't put a stick out, but
Yeah, so
it's
Curtis could like fumble this is what you're basically saying. There's like
potentially yeah. It's a dangerous spot. It's very precarious. Like moment. Yeah, because Iron Fist threat's basically 11 inches, a little bit further with that, almost like 12, with like walk place or like walk bump Iron Fist. So
yeah.
that's pretty damn close to where like Bill and Toad are. I don't know the exact measurements as I mentioned, but yeah. And or you could just do it on Emma, and that's totally fine as well.
Fun fact is usually I like to get a game intro screen based on the characters that I think will be played that game before the game starts. And anytime I try to search for Emma Frost, if to get any pictures, I have to turn safe search off practically. Man, I have to do a lot of scrolling.
I feel like you're
It's
looking at the wrong pictures with Sage Surf
I don't know, dude. You
off.
just like you just search Emma Frost and like it's a lot of there's a lot of content out there. That's for sure.
All right. Well, we know somebody has Emma Frost kink, and we're not going to talk about it anymore. I think.
The yeah. Okay. So just getting harder and harder to find safe for work images for Emma. So I'm hoping something happens to
Yeah,
the Hellfire leadership so that I don't have to keep doing
that would be
that.
ideal. Yeah. You could
Okay.
reuse pictures. I tried doing
That's
that once on a lunch meet, and everyone like blew me up. And I was like, okay, well, can't do that again.
okay.
So you might suffer the same fate. So
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, all right, yeah, Kurtis is still in the tank here.
yeah, this is the classic. This is like basically like the make or break turn, and like this activation feels so important. So you kind of gotta.
Yep, he's. I mean, there's a reason he's on a very long win streak currently because he plays intelligently, uh, consistently. So let's see. He's looking to do more of that, basically. Yeah, that's right. Can you imagine? Okay.
The classic. Oh, that's charisma. It's like, all right, Schmid. He's thinking about Wong, how he can come into the
Yeah.
start making attacks here.
I remember back when I was first getting my game streamed, and I was starting to become known as the person who measures everything before doing a single thing, and it's like look at that now who's the player that does that? All right, it's I'm not the one who's known for that anymore.
It's me. I'm the
yeah,
person who does that.
yeah.
My turn threes as webs are always just like the longest things ever. So
That's funny.
yeah, but I wonder. Yeah. So I guess if Rhino does go, which he seems like a good candidate here, uh, does Schmid then follow up with Iron Fist, or does he just kind of wait on him and just chance him surviving? Like the Emma, because Emma has what, 8 power?
Oh man,
Yeah.
double
So she
spender
has
on
like
Iron
double
Fist. Ooh,
spender.
dude,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
brutal.
So I'm wondering if like Kurtis just decides he can like take it over here and then just goes with Emma and just deletes Iron Fist. That's not a hateful
Rhino,
option, I
man,
don't think.
Rhino. Like I think Curtis is gonna just see Rhino at 3 health and be like, I have to do something with this character because I think like Emma has two 8 dice attacks with guaranteed throws, unbraceable throws on them.
They're not guaranteed. He has to hit
Or
the wall,
sorry, yes,
but
sorry, like but they're
it's
not
still like
braceable. Yeah,
75
they're
percenters,
not
right?
braceable.
So
Whereas Iron Fist has one 9 dice attack, and it doesn't displace Emma. So and then of course he's got a 5 dicer too. Um, but I think that like the chances for Emma to get Iron Fist are just better I think than Iron Fist to get Emma. Or like do anything because if Iron Fist sure let's say he gets the activated token leaves her on 1 health, Emma is still winning that point. If Iron Fist
uh how the Iron Fist works, if the model's already activated, they get staggered, and so you could actually like get her off the point if she like goes and fails to kill Iron Fist and he like blows his fist on her.
Okay, hold on 1 sec. I have to read the Iron Fist again.
Okay.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
they're activated, they're staggered and thrown away.
Yep, exactly.
So gotcha. Yes, that usually I see people play. Almost always, I see this guy
Right,
being
it almost
attacked
always goes
to
into a
activated. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. But there are like the other niche circumstances where you can just displace a model with it, like guaranteed.
It'll be a first for me seeing that, I think. But it is very interesting. Nobility in the chat says Iron Hinfist doesn't do anything for VPs unless he dazes her. Yep. Schmid is probably pretty happy if Curtis uses an early activation on Emma. All right. So Nobility thinks that going with Emma early would not be the most optimal option for Curtis. All
Yeah,
right.
probably not, no. But
Okay. I mean Rhino seems like a good pick here. Brady also mentioned in the chat. What about a Toad hop in and double spender into Gwenum with a 6 dice energy attack twice?
it's not hateful. Yeah, it's pretty rude actually. So
It'd be pretty wild. Mission objective is still online as well, so it's like even if you get that second hammer on Toad, how much power does Toad have? He has 8, so he could do all of that and have extra power. Um, ooh, you wouldn't be able to
so it
mission
looks like
objective if you did all of those things.
Rhino's going. He definitely needs to be like careful on this angle there. I think that just hit played, but that's okay.
maybe a little sloppy. You'd have to go back and check the replay, which I unfortunately don't have
Yeah,
that functionality yet.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. All
I
right.
mean, they
So
agree that it was fine,
yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
All right. So do you chance Gwen meeting some garbage here, or
Did we just see
you
a terrain piece disappear? Is that what I just saw
yeah,
happen?
he
Oh, he
Rhino threw a
stampede
train piece
through
like
it.
Gwenham.
Oh, he threw it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's now debating a brace.
Yep. Which
I think you roll
well,
it.
he's
Yeah,
just rolling it. Yeah.
you gotta hit this one.
Okay. Well, you're not dead, so I guess that's what matters. Okay. Just take one. That's
Right.
fine. Where's the bump when you need it?
And now we're seeing.
Yeah. Just
All right.
swing at Gwenham.
5 dice, 6 with the hammer, going into Gwen. I'm rolling 4 with 2 rerolls, 6 into 6 basically. So, oh, that's a big
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, okay, well, she doesn't survive that, I don't think. Even if block 3, she still goes down. Sad.
All right.
Okay, so she falls over. That means there's a second hammer on Rhino. Mission objective can only protect one of those.
Yep, that's right. How much power does Rhino have?
Rhino
He's
gets
gonna.
2 power from this.
Okay, so he wouldn't be able to play
He
mission
can't even play
objective
mission objective.
if he does stay up, but he does have one more action because that was only a stampede and an attack.
That's true. Yeah, I think you probably move away and then, like, just make his life kind of a nightmare, or Voodoo's life a nightmare. Or do you go with Iron Fist and try to put down Emma? It's like Rhino doesn't have a way to like get away. It's not like he's he's actually gonna get leadership, and then he'll probably have exactly enough power to play it, right?
So he just gained the power for the damage.
Okay, never mind. He won't have enough then, unless he wants to leave it there. Okay, no, he's just picking.
There we go. All right, now he gets a second action. He's going into blade with
Oh yeah, just fuck it. We attack. Yeah.
2 hammers. Yeah, 2 hammers on Rhino. So 7 dice into blade.
Man, it's just rolling.
Whoa, look at that. Well, there we go.
Okay,
5.
well, let's got
He's got
chance
his
here.
rerolls here. He needs to block 1 more here to live.
You got it.
And there it
Nice.
goes. Blade lives on 1. Rhino has done everything on his kit. He'll take a bleed damage.
Yep.
And he's sitting at 3 power to be able to mission objective 1 hammer. So let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, I think this like kind of forces the blade activation here.
Okay, we're seeing Hellfire. I think we saw a. Did we see Rhino engage with the Extremist already?
He is, yeah, he is within 1 of it.
Did,
But he already
he
used
already
it
used
earlier.
it. Okay.
Yeah, that was like the first thing he did before he even went on his little journey out into no man's land. Okay, yeah, so Blade goes first. He plays on a cell phone. You get Knight of the Dampier might just put down Rhino here.
Yeah, he's Rhino's bleeding, so he will get the full rerolls
He
into
will, yeah.
him.
And he'll also get like the power and the heal at the end of the turn, which is kind of
That's
sick.
right. Yes, exactly. So
Yeah, like best case scenario, you get to like, well, I think Toad runs away, but you know.
all right. Okay, look at that roll. 5
Okay.
from Schmid with no blocks on Rhino. I think that it's got to be Rhino. So Rhino
Yeah, I think
is
there's a couple of
just
rerolls here. Yeah, okay, sure. Casual 8 hits, yeah. That'll roast his ass.
yeah, that's pretty big. Rhino goes down. Let's see how if he pays for mission objective now. He does. So
Almost sure.
who
Yeah.
does he give the other hammer to? Does he? I'd imagine he splits them up to Bill, right? Did he pay the hammer tax? He did pay the hammer tax.
He did, yeah.
Were you getting ready to catch him?
I was literally about to like type that. Yeah. Then he's like, wait, hammer attacks.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Oh, he doubles on Toad. Double on Toad here.
Yeah, that
Um,
makes the most
yeah.
sense.
So now it's 5. This is obviously the spike of 5. How much does bats cost? Is it a 2 power cost ability?
It
It
does. Yeah, he's picking
is.
up the hammer.
Oh. Okay. So you're going 6, but no bats then. All right, 6 dice, looking for 5 damage to get a massive play here for Blade.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
and it's a pierce. It's like this could do it.
if this convert. Oh my God, he got him.
Oh
No
my
freaking way.
goodness! Holy
He did
shit! He,
it.
he just took
Oh,
him down.
Schmitty.
Holy shit! That was crazy. Hawk Toad. Hawk, Hawk Toad. Holy, that's fucking good.
Blade just
Oh
coming
my
through.
god! Wow. Okay, so the blade counter, is officially at 2 attack actions this game.
Yeah, two attack, two
And
hits,
both.
2 kills.
There we go. Wow.
Absolute legend.
Holy crap! That's absolutely insane. Big play from Blade there.
Yeah, Blade is just clutching up here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The yeah, the rework on Blade. Look at that.
That's right. Very important.
All right.
Okay.
Wow. Blade just paid. He's got 3 hammers now on Blade.
Yep. And he heals as
Dang.
well. You love to see it.
Yes, he gets the
It's sad
healing.
that Toad doesn't contribute to that. He just falls over and never
Yes, yeah,
gets up
that's
blind.
right. That's right. Yeah.
Truly unfair.
Yeah, the bleed before damage would have been a nice touch, right? Of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so hold on, am I missing something? He's got 3. Yeah, it just doesn't say
Yeah,
it.
he has 3. Yeah.
All right, wow, that was massive. Bill can so the thing is, like, Bill of course can just like disrupt this significantly. Would you consider getting a Heroes for Hire into into the where Blade is if Iron Fist survives here?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay, so we're seeing Emma Spender into Iron Fist.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is just the best course. Just take him off. Okay.
Not a good
Or
roll.
or
Oh
not take him
wow,
off.
wow. This is
All right.
crazy. So he's gonna take 1 in a throw, 2 damage. So there we go. Like
Yeah.
that was a kind of like a whiff, or like it was a mediocre Spender roll.
It was like barely below average, but you hit the
Barely.
wild, and
Yeah.
that's what matters.
And
Yeah.
so if you get another one of those though, like that, it's
Yep.
not going to be enough. So let's see if you can punch higher results. There we go.
Okay, that's a little
That's
better.
probably the
I don't
kill.
think Schmidt gets
Yeah.
the same sort of defense, so nah. Well, okay. Well, good job, Emma. You did it. I guess it
Okay.
makes up for Toad and Rhino both falling up.
All right, so now do we see a Wong heal, or is that too far away? Do you see Wong abandon the point to heal him, to heal Blade,
Oh, he
or
doesn't have enough money. Yeah, damn.
isn't it 1 power? So he have to move.
It is,
And,
but yeah, it's like 12-inch range, and I think it's close to where Blade is. It's tight. I think it like might just be in. Yeah, if he had like the extra one, he could like bump and then do the heal. But
yeah. So the question is, I think excuse me, Schmid has to either like what does Schmid do here with man. This is does he go with Voodoo and try to out take out Bill, or does he go with Wong? You gotta. I think you gotta go with Wong here because if you if like Bill takes out Blade or something.
well, if Voodoo kills Bill here, it's just over because
Yeah,
it's
you're
all
right.
4 hammers. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then 6
yeah,
points or whatever. He
yeah.
gets like 16 to 12.
That's right. But can you like you have 6 dice? I mean, you got 6 dice. You got a spender with and a spender and a builder and a Bill and
Yeah, it's not hateful. Yeah, I think you do Builder first, and then you have Bats
yes, yeah.
for the second one. I think that's better, and then you also like can potentially strip more of his power, like the throw. Yeah, it looks like
Okay,
He's
he's
going
going
for it.
for the win.
Yeah,
Yeah, you love to see it. All right.
I know. You give those dice a very furious shake. Oh,
Oh, shit! Oh
okay.
my gosh, that's a huge roll. Five,
Uh,
two blocks from Bill. He's gonna pay to reduce, so effectively
so
three.
you strip one with first, yeah,
All right, so it
but
ends up
that's
only
fine though.
being 3 net power for Voodoo and 2 damage. So you
That
need to do it basically again with a spender though. So let's see.
yeah,
Bill's
but you
tanky as
do
hell.
have extra power though. You should be at 6 power, and now you do have enough money for like spender ligma.
Spender, and then also play bats for 3 power
Oh,
because
he
it's.
also has the throw as well, which is kind of nice.
Oh yeah, that's gonna ping him for an extra power, like sap his power a bit. So we guess we did. Did he do the throw?
He's
He looks like because he's
throwing into
this is the
blade.
aggressive. No, this isn't aggressive.
Oh, this is aggressive. Okay.
He must have done the throw. Yeah, I would imagine
Uh,
so. Okay, here we go. Spender, and he's got bats online to switch anything to a wild, which could effectively
deal
do
like
more
extra more
damage.
damage. Yeah.
Let's see. This needs to be big though for Schmid.
Well, okay.
Holy moly!
Sure,
Is
just
that
6 damage is
enough?
fine.
6 into 2 is enough. Let's see if it's enough. You just get him. Game's
Yeah,
over.
that's 4. Yeah, that's over.
Oh my god! Holy crap! What a freaking game! Oh
Man,
my goodness, that is
there it
insane.
is. Yeah.
Look at that. The VPs are adjusted. All right. I
All
don't
right.
know,
Well, I
man.
guess let's go hop in there. Let's
Do we
do
need to
it.
give him a second? Holy shit. I need a second. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
All right. Let's go.
At the end. Yeah.
Schmitty, what's
Whoa! Holy shit! What
up?
a crazy game, guys. Oh man.
Nice.
All right.
Well, damn.
Yeah. Schmid, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. Your blade. He basically ran around the board the whole game until he found out where he wanted to be. Uh,
Right?
how'd you feel about your blade situation throughout the game?
Um, I guess I was okay. I think there was a lot of like forced things that had to go, like order things, like Iron Fist. I mean, early on, like I had him in the mix, and then okay, Rhino steals, runs away because Voodoo dies, and he takes a bunch of damage, so he has to get out of there. I'm okay. I'm not that great versus. I debated attacking Bill with Blade and just saying, all right, at least get my damage in. Voodoo can always walk, possess type stuff because he had a bunch of power. But I kind of want to get the hammer off him, but I kind of regret that one. But once he ran away, I mean, I can only go like, right? I'm trying to chase him down, and Blade's always acting like last because I want to do Venom stuff and kill people. But like, with Emma and Iron Fist, there's situations where, and I know Kurtis and I talked about a little while we were playing, where it's like, well, I have to go with Emma here, right? I have to go before Iron Fist like fists somebody, and so it's interesting that he had the power to do it in this last turn, and I never did it because I mean, this is part of the game too, where when a lot of things are going on, like part of the skill of both players, and something he did it to me too, was like saying, okay, I understand that this is really important, but if I put something here or get somebody low, now they have two options to make. They either go with Rhino or they go with, Emma, and then when somebody gets fisted. So I'm okay with it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, Gwen got to attack a bunch in very good positions, so I can't complain about that. He just happened to be running around, but I mean, Kurtis had to run away with Rhino, or else Blade does what he just did and rolls like a god and just end the game on the spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, the extremist healing. I was like, I understand why people hate this because I like
Uh
put a
huh.
bunch of
Yep.
damage, and then I was, and I guess I spiked with the one voodoo attack, and I was like, fuck, man, like, excuse my language. I was like, man, he's back to full. I did like 5 to Rhino with bleed, and he's all the way jacking off on the side with full health, he did 3 extremist heals to him. So I'm not saying otherwise, but you know, that is. I mean, I have no problem with Blade. He did what he had to do in the end, and I mean, when you're rotating around, and that's why I'm like, would you have attacked Iron Fist, Kurtis, turn one on the point with Emma? Do you think?
Maybe. I
That's
just
like,
wanted to get Emma in range of him to start being annoying.
yeah,
So I
no,
probably would have just moved and attacked.
gotcha. And that's one of those interesting ones where, like, if I put him on the point, like, right, what he did was he could just double walk, take the point. So he basically got +1 point for not doing anything in a sense. And if I just leave him there, I can say, all right, okay, he attacks me. If he doesn't get the advance, I get a free point, right? Just with how it went. And so I would be the one with the +1 point. And if he gets me off the point, it's even. And so I basically gave him the, I'll say out. But given that like I had priority, maybe this is a big maybe because all the mess was on the other side. Maybe I heal off the point and double walk towards Wong with my hammer and say, okay, you know what I mean? So that kind of stuff is always interesting, but I don't know.
Uh,
I didn't get to use most of my cards.
Kurtis, you lost priority, right? That's how that worked. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you picked 17 threats. So what was the thought behind that threat versus going to 18?
17 forces him to play Wong, and I think Wong is just a bad character.
Okay, all right, that's
Damn.
Honestly, like he's not. I don't think he's wrong with that statement because like at 18, Wong becomes like Craven or Cat or something, and I mean, I guess he could get Cat for Toad if that's what he wanted, or Wolverine for Zemo. But as much as like I'm actually a little down on Wong in general, like I don't think he's a bad two, but I think he's like a lot cooler when you're like six wide webs and he's one of your twos, and not when you're like I have. You need active people if he's one of your guys. You can't do like Wong and some other people. I'm kind of down on him lately, but anyway, I was annoyed he picked 17.
Sure. So Curtis, question for you. So what makes you take Zemo over like Cat here? Like I was like kind of like thinking the two op, like it's basically like one of those two, right? And like
Yeah,
what?
Zemo's just really efficient into killing Wong. So
Sure.
that was part of the plan was ideally what happens is I don't lose my Zemo that quickly in the
Hmm.
world. Um, Schmid did a good job at putting threats in a lot of places, but the perfect world is that on a round two, Zemo charges Wong on a back point and kind of gets out of the way and sort of wins the top of the board by just harassing Wong the entire game and either forces him to come back and, try to deal with Zemo or, basically just lose Wong.
That's totally fair. Yeah.
But kind of got to a point where I couldn't get Zemo out of there and he got destroyed on that side. I kind of thought like with the 4 Mystic and a reroll, he might be able to survive what was going on there, but he ended up not, and so I didn't have a chance to get Zemo out of there. I think
I
I
think
think if I had a chance to get Zemo out of there, I could have kind of healed, charged, spendered, healed again, leadershiped, and Zemo would have been in a good spot.
Yeah.
you did I think you did activate someone else instead of Zemo in that situation when he was injured and full health on his injured side. Was it Emma
Yeah.
going into Iron Fist or something?
It was. It
It
was
was.
Emma
Yeah. It was.
using Iron Fist.
I
So that's
I
that's kind of
think
like the moment where he
yeah.
said like
Yeah.
he had to decide, right? He either gets
Yep.
Zemo out of there or like Rhino gets activated on the point,
Yeah. I
right?
thought the worst case scenario was that if I took out Iron Fist and then he killed Zemo, I would have Prio and I would be scoring probably 4 points to his 4, and be up 1 and then force Blade and Voodoo to have to come over and deal with my team. So I wasn't, even Zemo dying, that was kind of the like, it wasn't even the worst case scenario because it kind of gave me Prio back. And,
Mhm.
I thought that would help for my top of 3 that I could just take Iron Fist out before he activated with Emma because she's like really efficient into killing him.
Yeah, she seemed pretty good. Yeah, you get to go against his worst defense, and it's like really good chance for
Can't use
throws that
Heroes
are
for Hire.
unreactable.
Can't.
Yeah,
No blanks.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way I can kind of out attrition or try to is leverage terrain throws. And pick my spots for like good attacks. And Emma's attacks into Iron Fist, and then Bill's summon the storm type stuff into Gwenom and Blade is pretty strong, and like summon the storm into Voodoo as well. So like I was happy with the matchups I got, and I mean, at the end, losing Rhino and Toad in a single Blade activation was rough, and he had bats up, but it was kind of one of those things where I felt like if a couple things go a little differently, then
Yeah, for
then
sure.
it works out well. But it was a kind of chaotic on that part of the board where at the end I thought I need to remove Iron Fist. I need Bill to live, and then I pump a bunch of attacks into Blade or something, and it goes another round. And so that I didn't feel like until the last damage was on Bill that it was like I did something fatally wrong. It just didn't work out.
That's totally fair.
If Bill, let's say I activate Wong, right, and just let's say do nothing, I just stand there. What do you do with Bill? And I'm not saying that you had him. I was just curious. Do you just go into Blade with like double spender or something, or double summon?
I could also double summon the storm into Voodoo.
Yeah, that's the other one. I was like, oh, you could. Yeah.
Yeah, because you get rerolls, right? Because he's flight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I summon the storm the first one, and then you spend the power to like pull Brother Daniel back, then maybe I go into Blade with that next or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that one's a little. I guess I don't want to call it risky because that's the wrong word, but that's the one where it's like if you do that, then Voodoo gets to go, and if you pick up the hammers, he can like take them all back with his.
Yeah.
That was a tough spot there. And the mission objective was tough because I would have totally. I was all planning to double walk Voodoo. That's why I walked Wong to the left, or I guess you're right. I was like, I'm going to take Voodoo's point, give him the power so he can double walk, steal the hammer from Toad. And then I was like, fucking Bill and his mission objective. And I was like, maybe I should have just did it, like, let it rip to, like, to force you to do it then. Then if something happens the next turn, you can't. But it is.
Yeah. The play you had where you sacrificed the attack onto Blade and then used Venom's clapback and did like 4 to Rhino. That was also kind of annoying, but it was a nice.
That kind of ruled, yeah. Just like full healing Gwenom. It's like, oh great, I thought I attacked him.
Yeah, she was really good. And in fact, I'll give Wong credit here. The bump in the hammer pickup and the move into attack was actually very useful to get the hammer on Gwenom.
Yeah, that was an outstanding play.
Because with her with the hammer just starts doing like, I mean, you saw her just attack Zemo and stuff like that. And probably my bump should have been out of his martial artist range the first time, but I bumped like at it.
Yeah.
I saw that after I did it. No, I probably wouldn't have got out. I was like right next to him.
I don't think you would have got out, but it was definitely worth
I was like
checking.
You're right. You're right.
Worth
Bump
checking.
is a little less than 2, but you got to think about that kind of stuff. Like the whole Zemo has rerolls on his defense. Yeah, I mean, we both burned a lot of cards the top of turn 2 because right, he burned Brace, he burned Sack, and then I in turn burned Siege to kill Voodoo. And so that was like a lot of stuff, and which was I think was fine. I think to get rid of him, especially after I only had one, and I had bats, so I could have probably easily got through him. But I ended up spiking on Rhino too, and that's what kind of caused the whole like I'm gonna run across the board and rob. I didn't even think about robbery. I thought he was gonna rob Gwenom, and then when he like attacked Iron Fist, I'm like, this is dumb. And then he fucking robbed me, and I was like, oh shit, fuck this guy. Can I have hero? No, there's nothing I could do to heroes that better. You go second.
Yeah, and like the only attacks that you really were in there were into Emma attacking Iron Fist, and he can't heroes that. So
yeah, I couldn't do anything over there.
Yeah,
I was debating like he was smart. He was never going to kill Iron Fist unless I went with him, because I was like I could bump and like kick Rhino twice, right? I could fly in and then hit him twice, but probably not killing him through that. Maybe if I did it like right away, like right after he did it, like when he had like 4 health before Toad and Emma both healed him. Um, like, but it's only 4 dice and 5 dice. Even with bats, it's just not enough chances to get it.
Yeah, it's 1 and maybe 2.
Yeah,
And
I don't
that's
know what the math is.
not
I mean, when
enough.
Toad
So,
coming up and smacking Gwenum in the face definitely started a chain of like, oh shit, we going. But I mean, that's Toad for you, right? He took it right back to the face when from Blade.
yeah,
I
the blade
almost
katana
didn't
out
pick
of
up.
nowhere.
I
Oh,
almost
so
didn't
good.
pick up the hammer with Blade because I would have. I didn't have bats up. But it was 1 die for an extra
Yes.
convert. I guess that's almost like the same. So I might as well pick it because I couldn't bats with the hammer.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, you're like 1 short there.
But yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much for letting us stream the game. It was basically everything we want in a stream where you guys played very well, and it came down to the last couple dice rolls. Very exciting. So congrats, Schmid, for winning Lunch Meat 21.
Good job,
And,
Schmid.
yeah,
I have a
that's
special
awesome.
picture for you that you can use as your avatar.
Excellent. I can't wait.
That's very cool.
It's very exciting, yes.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone.
And yeah, so thank you very much, guys. And I'm sure we'll see you both soon. You're both still in the TTS leagues in the top 8 right now, so very exciting. But anyway, for now, I will catch you guys next time. Thank you very
Thanks.
much.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, that's wow, what a game, guys! Holy moly, that was really incredible. You love to see it, and both players played really well. And yeah, thanks, Johnny, for joining me on stream on the commentary. As always, that was a lot of fun. And we'll catch you guys. Let's see, when am I streaming again next? I'm streaming Kurtis's top 8 game in the TTS League on Sunday, and Schmid is playing on Mike Whalen's channel on in the top 8 as well. So that's on Friday evening, I believe. So these guys will be on stream in the next couple days anyway. I'll catch you next time. See you later, guys.